Welcome to Viking.TV's Wellness channel. I am Mona Therese, and today I will guide you into a yoga session where we will use a chair for chair yoga poses, but you can also choose to not use a chair and just stand up if you already know you're strong enough and have a good balance. And I can suggest you to have 2 pillows, if you like, for our reclining poses. So let's start now. We will start with our breath. So either you sit cross-legged on the floor or you sit on a chair with me, it doesn't matter. Remember, it's not about what you can do, it's how you feel. So make sure you're feeling comfortable and confident in what you're doing, that you are able to breathe and move smoothly. Okay? Arms at your side, and then bring them into your belly. Close your eyes. Inhale, feel abdomen expand. Exhale, abdomen contracts. Feel the full abdominal breath. Let's do a couple more times. As you inhale, the belly expands and moves out. As you exhale, you feel your belly moving back towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale. So now bring your hands to your waistline, so your hands at the lower ribs. We call this the diaphragmatic breath. So now when you breathe in, you will feel your hand moving out. Inhale deep. And as you exhale, you feel your fingers coming back together again. So inhale into the side ribs. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So now we have the abdominal breath and the diaphragmatic breath. Ribcage expand to the side, front and back. Abdominal moves out and in. Okay, so now hands out your hand. We'll try again. Hands on your thigh, facing down or up, doesn't matter. Roll the shoulders back. Chin level with the floor. And now completely exhale. Inhale, abdomen. Ribcage expand, collarbone rise, and as you exhale, it all come back in together again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. It is so important to connect to our breath. It helps us to relax, come back into the present moment, find ourselves again when we get all stressed out, anxious or depressed, using the breath to really find that inner balance again. It's a wonderful tool. It might not solve all your problems, but most of the time it will make you feel more tranquil, more relaxed, and more centered in your own being. Good. So remember using your breath in all the poses, starting with the inhalation, arms over your head, and then exhale down again. Inhale, arms over your head, and exhale down again. Inhale, exhale. Now feel your abdomen. Feel your ribcage expand and open up. And as you exhale, it all curves back into itself again. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Turn your head to the right. Inhale. Exhale back into the center. Inhale to the left. And back into the center. Inhale. And back into the center. Inhale. And back into the center. Inhale, head up, cover your upper lip. and exhale down. We almost do these every single time because it's so important to release the stress and tension around our neck and shoulders and our face. Now circle your head in here and then exhale down. In here and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Hands behind your head. Inhale, lift up and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale down. Inhale, lift up and squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up and squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale up and squeeze. And then release. Take your hands back to move out if you're on a chair to the edge. Bring your hands behind you so you interlock your hands. Lift your chest, let your chin drop down, and then reach out. If you can't interlock your hands, you can have a towel or a strap in between your hands and just hold that in between you. So inhale, exhale, full inhalation, full exhalation. And now release. Inhale your shoulders up and you can move back on the chair again. Exhale it back. Inhale it up and exhale it back. Inhale up. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Arms out to the side. As you exhale, bring your hands together, interlock your hands, and round your back. And then as you inhale, open it up again, just like before, but a little more. Embrace and exhale. Inhale, open up, embrace the breath. Exhale. Your breath is your life force. Inhale and exhale. Now stay here. Inhale and exhale. Stretch it out a little more. Then inhale, arms up, and bring your palms up towards the sky, keeping your shoulders down. Now, you might not have your arms side by side with your ears. They could be a little in front of you. That's okay too. The most important here is that you don't arch, but you keep those ribs into the body so they don't protrude out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Remember the full abdominal, full diaphragmatic breath. And then exhale down. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale it to the side. Inhale it up. And exhale it to the side. Inhale it up. And exhale. Inhale it up. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come on up again. Now with a gentle twist. If you're sitting on the floor, take your hand on the opposite knee as well, and take the other hand to the floor behind you and look over your shoulder. Inhale deep. Exhale out slowly. Full breath in. Full breath out. Come on to the other side and stretch it out. Inhale. Exhale. Wonderful. And now, again, sit back on your chair. If you're sitting on the floor, now come up and stand or sit on a chair for easy sun salutation or half sun salutation. So take your arms up over the head, and as you exhale, hinge forward and drop down so the hands are touching the floor. Then with bent knee, roll all the way up, arms over the head, and exhale, hands to the heart. So if you're standing up, it looks like this. Inhale, exhale, bend your knees, roll all the way up, and exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, lift up, exhale, inhale, lift up, and exhale, hands to the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, twist and twist. If you're standing, you can swing your arms. Again, we have done this so many times. Just bouncing your knee. Exhale, 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 exhale. Shh, shh. Let it blow out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And down. Inhale. And exhale. Good. So our first pose will be forward fold. Again, feet hip width apart. You can stand up or you can sit down. So lift up and then hinge forward and let your body just drop down, head drop down. If you're standing, you can have straight legs, but you can micro bend them or you can fully bend them, however you like. And then have your hands on the floor or hold your heels. If you're sitting on a chair, it's probably best just have your hands on the floor. Then let your head drop down. Inhale. Exhale. And if you're standing, you can also clasp your elbows and just let gravity do its work. And then as you exhale, let go of your arms. And then inhale, roll all the way up. Arms over your head. And exhale down. So come on up and stand, all of you. So you can have the chair close into the mat and take your feet out. If you don't have a yoga mat, don't worry, but make sure that you have a nice steady foundation. Turn the foot out, right foot out, left heel out. Feel your hips squared with the front. Lift your arms up and then come and hold the chair and lift your chest to the sky. If you can take your shin, your ankle, a yoga block, or hold your hand on the floor. Lift your chest up. Feel there's a little twist here. Feel the outer rotation. So the corner of a chair can help you to feel more stable and more in balance. Inhale deep. Exhale slowly. Now remember to stretch out of that right side body. And then inhale, coming up. And return our feet to the other side. We call this the open triangle pose. So hips square, arms up, stretching out of your left side body. And take your hand there to the edge of the chair. And then lift yourself up. And if you can, grab your shin, your ankle, hand on the floor, whatever you did before, and then open up your chest. Feel that outer rotation of your thigh. So remember, it's not about how much you can do. How does it feel? Can you breathe? Honor and respect your body. Never force it. That's the way you grow and evolve in the practice, to honor and respect. And then we come up and stand. So for you who want to keep standing up, take your feet 3 to 4 feet apart, turn your foot out, and bend your knee into what we call the warrior two. For you who sit, you can be here supported underneath your right thigh, straighten your left, and press down to the outer edge of the foot. So it's the same technique, we just sit here instead of standing. So take your arms to the side, gaze over the tip of the finger. This shoulder like to fall in, so open it up and inhale, exhale. Feel the full diaphragmatic breath. Here you probably need to lift a little up from the core of the belly so you won't have the full abdominal breath. To keep your stability. And then as you exhale, straighten your leg. If you stand up, take your arms down. Inhale, bend the knee again and lift your arms up. And then exhale, elbow to the knee. Come on over to the side and here. Some of you may only have your hand on the knee. That's okay too. And then some of you have knee. And for you who stand up are more advanced, you can maybe bring your hand all the way to the floor. So again, feel it out. Remember, it's not a competition. Feel. The most important part is, how do you feel? Can you breathe? Full inhale, full exhale. And then we come all the way up. Now take this arm and just spin it around, reach down and lift up to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Feel how you lift up from your left side to feel in the right. And you can go as far as you feel comfortable. Good. And then down. And now take the leg in and come into the center. For you who stand up, just bring your leg into the center. And just like we did before, just hinge over your hip and then hang forward. Either clasp your elbows or hands to the floor. Breathe in deep. Bend your knees or keep them straight, whatever you can. And then take your hands behind your back, take a strap or a towel between your hand, and then lift it up and stretch your arms over the head. Fold right in. If this is too much, just keep your hands on the floor. Full inhale. Full exhale. And then bring your hands to the hip again. Maybe take them to the knee. Roll up. And then for you who stand up, step about 3-4 feet apart. For you who sit, have your left thigh supported and straighten your right leg out. And then lift your arms. Make sure this foot is not pointing out, so it points straight forward. And the outer edge of the foot is down. You lift from the inner ankle. You feel the outer rotation. And then lift it up. Gaze over your hands. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Expand from your heart and reach beyond the tip of your fingers. And then as you exhale, bring your hand, your elbow, hand to a block or to the floor. And if you're standing up, make sure you feel the balance and then move as far as you can into that place where you still feel good balance. You can hold it and breathe in and out easily and effortlessly. Gaze to the palm of the hand if your neck allows it, or else you can just look down. That's okay too. Stretch, stretch, stretch out of your left side body. Keep that inner smile. It feels so good to stretch. And then lift it all the way up and take your arm up and open it to the sky. So you stretch up from the right side, what you feel, and open up the left side body. Like somebody took your hand and lifted you up. Inhale. Exhale. If your neck allow it, look up or else look down. Keep this leg straight, especially for you who stand up. Keep it straight and press to the outer edge of your foot. And then exhale down and take your leg in and come into center. Good. Sit tall, take your arms up and take your right leg over the left leg. For you who stand, I will show it in a little while. And then take your right arm under the left and feel it here. We call it the seated eagle. So, breathe in. If this is not happening, just take your hands to your shoulder. Okay, so for you who stand up, you can have your toes on the floor. So first of all, you bend your knee, you take it over toes on, or you can wrap it around your leg. But for most of you, you will have the toes and you will be here and sit. This is a little different than we have done lately with the tree pose. So wrap it around or just do the seated variation. Maybe wrap it around there. Inhale and exhale. If you can lean forward. And if the leg is just cross-legged, that's fine too. Then lift it up and open it and down. And of course, if it's way too much for you and too challenging, you can always do the tree pose. So lift the leg up, hold it there. If you can wrap it around. Can you do more? Take the left under and then coming up. Stay here for a while or with elbows on top. And then if you're standing up, just keep your toes there on the floor in the beginning. Sit as deep as you can. Practice lifting the foot up and eventually you can wrap it around. So either you do the seated eagle or the standing eagle and leaning forward. And then coming up. And now open your legs out to the side. So if you're standing, you will be in a squat with your hands on your knee, or you can sit. And then exhale, bend forward and down. Dip them opposite shoulder to the knee, and then up. And exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. Now exhale, take your hands to the floor. For you who stand, you can have straight leg. For you who sit, you will just have bent knee. Then turn your fingers the opposite direction and then walk them back and head down. Inhale, exhale. Feel your head coming down, chin towards the chest, and feel that wonderful stretch in your back. Deep breath in, slow breath out. And then we walk forward again. Stretch it up. If you are on the chair, you can bring your hand on the knee and lift yourself up. Good. Now feet together and come on up and stand. So if you use your chair, have the back of the chair towards you so you can hold on the top. So stand in close to it and then step back on your right foot and dip the heel in so it has a 45-degree angle. Then twist your hip and then bend your front knee. If you don't need the chair, you will just be here. Now make sure you have that hip moving forward. Then lift your right arm up. Stretch it up. And just stay here if this is enough. If you struggle with balance, please keep your hand on the chair. If you can slide the other hand down and feel that more intense stretch here at the side, or else you just lean a little over to the side. Fully inhale and gaze up to your hand if you can. Now keep the length and the stretch on the right side. Then lift your left arm up and coming in to warrior one. And here you can also just have your hands on the chair. Deep breath. Slow breath. Then lift up on your tippy toes and lift the toes up on the left. Bend your right and then take your elbow to the chair. If you stood up in the warrior, then you will just have your hands on the floor and be there. And when you're ready, coming up is a little difficult with the chair in front, but that's how it looks. Full inhale, full exhale. Then straighten the back leg, dip your toe down, hand on the chair, step it in, and now lift it up on your tippy toes, up and down. Lift it up, lower it down. Inhale, exhale. For you more advanced, you can lift up on your toes and then come down again with your arms. You can practice with one arm up and then down, and then you can take the other side, lifting up and down, or you can just keep your hands on the chair and down. 4 more. Inhale, exhale. Now when you come up, watch out that you don't drop out on the little toe, but stay on the big toe. 2 more. Lift it up and down. Lift it up and down. Now step back a little and then take your feet together and make a little squat. So we will practice that eagle pose again. So you take the leg up and you just squat it down. So the toe can be there. Lift it up or wrap it around. And then we can just practice being here. If it looks like this, that's fine. Maybe you want to do this variation. That's fine too. Okay. And then, if you like, take your arm up, take the other arm up. You can take the arm under. There. Good. And then we come up and then walk it out. So don't feel pushed or pressed to do the full variation. You could also just say, I just want to bend my knee and maybe just cross it over. Fine. You don't have to do anything more than that. But if you can, practice bringing your foot behind you and eventually lifting one arm, 2 arms, and then bring it into the full variation. But if this is it, we stay here. Zip up your belly, have the full diaphragmatic breath. And then coming up. And we walk it out a little. Very good. Now we will take the other side. So step back on your left foot. Bring the heel down. 45 degree. Bend the front knee. And again, you can just hold the chair. I will take it out just so I can show how it is without the chair. Or you can just have a chair there on the side as well. Hand can also just be on your knee. And now lift your arms, lift your left arm up so you feel the stretch in the left side. Twist a little so you bring the right hip back and then lift it up, 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 and lean a little over to this right side. And you can slide the hand back and down your thigh. Gaze up if your neck allow it. And then from the stretch, now even it out. So you stretch up in your right side too. And then exhale, hands to the chair. Lift the heel up. Bend the back knee for Yoda here. You can come down and touch the floor and lift it up and bring the right heel back. So you just stay here. And the rest will just be here with me. Inhale and exhale. And then we come up. And again, lifting up on your tippy toes. Stay on your tippy toes. Hold it there. Lifting one hand up and down. Other hand up and down. And if you're comfortable with it, both arms up and then down. And lower your heels. Perfect. Okay, so let's take the chairs away and move down on the floor. So there was a lot of new things here today that you can practice along the week if you want to go back to the video on Viking.TV. And then take your legs out to the side, sitting tall. Either you will sit here, flex your feet, close your eyes. If that's all you do, perfect. If you can, take your hands in front of you. And if you can, bring your elbows down. And if you can, stretch your arm forward and bring your head down. But no pressure, no expectation, no judgment. Just be as you are. Breathe in deep. Exhale out slowly. Full inhalation. Full exhalation. Deepen the awareness of your breath. Good. And then we come up. And now bring your legs together. Sitting tall. Take the flesh out to the side. And then you can have your hand here. You can have them behind you. You can have a towel around your feet and you can grab your feet. And another variation, as somebody showed me the other day, if you're really tight, you can have your elbows here and let your head just drop down. So inhale, exhale. So if you're really tight in your hamstring and you have something with your lower back, this is a good variation where you really can teach yourself to lift yourself up by pressing your elbows to the chair a little so you come up and out of your lower back, and from there leaning forward. Full breath in, full breath out. So as a student and as a teacher, we keep learning every day if we are open to it. So wherever you are in your practice, enjoy it. Full inhalation, full exhalation. And then we come up. And then you can bend your right knee and take it out to the side. And again, if you're open enough, just fall flat over your leg or tag a towel. But if you are really, really tight or have issues in your hips or joints that prevent you from going forward, this is a really good idea. And I'm really happy that somebody showed it to me. And so I now can bring it to you. So you can see I'm sitting here a little hunchbacked. So by pressing gently and getting awareness of the chair, I can lift myself up and out of the lower back. And then coming forward and there. So eventually, if you are here with me, let's say in half a year, you will feel comfortable and confident enough to take the chair away and bring your hand here. Then you have taught yourself to lift yourself up over the lower back and then coming down on your elbow. Then let's say in a year you can stretch your arms out, and then maybe in 2 years you can come all the way down. One thing yoga teaches us is patience and tolerance, and we are not in a hurry to make any of these poses full and complete, because honestly they never are. They're ever expanding, opening us in different ways. So just be patient, be happy where you are, be happy for the progress you have, and eventually we just rest here. Okay, enough said with that. Let's do the other side. So take your leg up, and also here make sure that you bring the hip back a little. And now create that awareness of lifting you up and feel that inner rotation, and bring the midline over the inner thigh. Again, use your chair if you need to, and then coming forward and down. Inhale, exhale. Full breath in, full breath out. Deepest awareness of inhalation, and keep the awareness on the exhalation as well. And as you exhale, see if you can release a little more. Maybe it's not physically, maybe it's mentally you need to release. Let it go. And then we come up and out of the pose. Now bring both feet together, and we call it the butterfly. So you can just shake your legs a little like wings, and you're just coming out of your cocoon. You're ready to fly. And then lift your chest and coming forward and then down, and let your head drop. So again here, we can take our chair in and we can help ourselves up and out of the lower back. And if you're really, really tight, you can have the pillows, yoga blocks underneath your knees. So why not make it as comfortable as possible for yourself, and then just rest here. But I said, if you don't need the chair, go ahead. Bring yourself forward. And now just breathe into your lower back. Feel the full abdominal breath, the diaphragmatic breath. And then we come up and stretch our legs out, shake them out a little. And then we will lie down on our back. I just keep the chair there for later, but for now, we will just be here. And bring your head on the floor. Shoulder down, away from your ears. And then make a little pelvic tilt and lift your hips up and rise. Feel that little tilt of the hip, lifting up, opening your hips. Full inhalation, full exhalation. And then take your pillow or yoga block, whatever you have, and just slide it underneath you. And then rest down. So now your hip is elevated. Then take your leg up on a chair. If you're on the floor, don't worry about it. Just lie flat on your floor. Or go get a chair for this part. To elevate your leg up is really good to get the blood flowing down. It helps to let your heart relax and rest a little. It doesn't need to pump the blood. You are helping your heart here. So now let's just rest here for a little while. If you choose not to have a chair, or in your daily life don't have a chair around you when you have your 5 minutes legs up, or how much time you have, then you can just take a couple of pillows and blankets, place them up, and then elevate your legs up. You can also have legs up the wall, whatever you choose. And then we just rest here. Inhale deep. Exhale slowly. Fully aware of your in-breath. Fully aware of your out-breath. Take 5 more deep breaths here. Just listen to the waves rolling in, rolling out. Let's take 1 more deep breath. Now, if you have your legs up on the chair still, then press your legs to the chair so you can lift your hip up, slide the pillow out. And if you are on the floor like me, just bend your knee and bring your knees into your chest. And when you have moved your pillow underneath your hip, then hug your knees, and then we all will just rock from side to side. Good. And we can just kick the pillows away. Then straighten your left leg out and open it up in your right side. So your right knee go to the left and you look towards your right hand. Keep your right shoulder on the floor. It doesn't matter if your leg is here, halfway, all the way down to the floor. You can also have a pillow underneath your knee if needed. And then coming up. And align your hip, stretch the leg out, take it to the other side. And then keep your left shoulder down, look to the left, and let your left leg go to the right. And as I said earlier today, there's a lot of new things here today that we haven't done before. At least you haven't done them with me on Viking.TV. So you can always go back and revisit and see the recording. It's come up. I think it's tomorrow, or at least it will be there Monday. And then just go in again and practice and practice and practice. Practice makes for perfect, as they say. You're already perfect as you are, but we can grow and we can evolve and we can go further. And then coming up. And either you lie flat on the back now on the floor, or you choose to sit up on your chair for a relaxation. Is your choice. So if you have any lower back issues, take a pillow underneath your knee. So elevating your knee up will allow the lower back to drop down. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the back of your head heavy and relaxed. The back of your hands, your heels, relax. Feel abdomen, ribcage, collarbone rise. Exhale, abdomen, ribcage, collarbone fall. Feel the back of your eyes, heavy and relaxed, releasing any tension around your eyes. And feel a little distance between your teeth, allowing your your jaw hinge to relax, but also your hips. Fully aware of your in-breath, fully aware of your out-breath. Let go. Wonderful. Now bend your knees. Hug your knees into the chest once again. Rock a little from side to side. And then roll over to the side and bring yourself all the way up. Sitting cross-legged up on the chair, shoulders rolled back. Inhale deep. Just feel the breath. Feel how it is to be upright again. Feel the practice in your body. And then open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wish you wellness. I hope you all are safe. I wish you so much love and happiness and joy. Thank you so much from here to you. All the best.